That place, I like spooky, okay? But I almost could not live there. I really had a moment where I was like, I gotta get out of here. I can't handle this. It was completely freaking me out. And people say, oh, you're Elvira, you dream up this stuff. And I'm like, no, my brother.
I know that you are a spiritual person. I know you're a person that's tuned in on spooky vibes. You've previously told me about your encounters when you were younger with a Ouija board. Obviously, in your book, Yours Cruelly, you talk about your experiences with Elvis, and you sold a house to Brad Pitt.
It was called Briarcliff Manor. I come to find out there had been, I think, 6 deaths there, and not from natural causes, all murders or accidental deaths, like falling in a pool and drowning. And I like spooky, okay? But I almost could not live there. I really had a moment where I was like, I gotta get out of here. I can't handle this. It was completely freaking me out. And people say, oh, you're Elvira, you dream up this stuff. And I'm like, no, my brother. I was there for 5 years, and it was the first 3 years before we had it cleansed. We had an exorcist from the Catholic Church. We had a Native American shaman. That period before that was like, I don't know if I can deal with it.
The story is, yes, you sold the house to Brad Pitt, but the other element to this, someone came to this home for a dinner party, and this someone ended up being kind of a big deal in their own right. I would say strong with the force, correct?
Mark Hamill was a friend from like high school of my ex-husband, and we invited him over for dinner with his wife. And again, walking up the driveway, and Mark was like, I cannot believe this is where you live. I can't believe it. We were like, what? And he goes, this is my dorm. And it turned out to be a very bad experience for me. And we go, really? Oh, that's awful. And he goes, yeah, my roommate hung himself in your closet. I was like, oh, no, not again. I mean, we just kept finding out people had died in really bad ways. Murder, suicide, accidental drowning over the years. And wow, when he said that, that was like just another kind of nail in the coffin, like, get me the hell out of here.
And he knew it to be haunted too, right? Like,
yes, he was like, I don't have good vibes about this house. I feel like my friend is still, wasn't meant to go, and that he's here, he's still in these walls. And I was like, I'm here to tell you he is, because him and several other people are walking around here inside the walls wanting to get out because they weren't ready to go.
Yeah. It's such an interesting story. Obviously very tragic, and tragic how many deaths were there, but a wild story.